Hey folks, Hammeh here, how's it going? Overwatch Year of the Rooster is now live, Overwatch's Lunar New Year event, and we have Capture the Rooster, a 6v6 game mode, which I'll be looking at in a separate video in a bit, as well as Lunar loot boxes, and we'll be unboxing some of those too. But first things first, we are going to be, look at that intro, what a cool thing to see. We see D.Va in her Korean hanbok, and with her new skin, that's the Korean traditional dress, really loving that. But first things first, we're going to jump into the hero gallery in this video and look at all of the new cosmetic skins and more. So first things first, let's go and jump in and have a look at Ana. She has a skin called Tal. Oh wow, look at that, look at the really bright colours on that. I'm going to have to look up what the cultural reference is for that, but look at the masks there. I've got the golden gun as well. White, blue and red. Maybe that's Korean, I'm guessing. Maybe some kind of spirit or something like that, but that's going to be a cool one to do in skin lore. Really looking forward to having a look at that, but there you go. So people were saying, was Ana going to get a skin? And she gets straight in there with a very nice looking epic. So really cool. Awesome for that. Okay, let's go and have a look. Has she got anything emote wise? No, she does not. So we can see folded hands as her victory pose there, which is very awesome. Year of the Rooster icon there, showing everything off. Voice lines.
Than the moon in winter. I am more lost than the moon in winter.
A little more lost than the moon in winter there. That's her voice line. Jump on down. Let's have a look at the various. So you have the generic. So you've got Year of the Rooster. Maybe a red envelope is a generic. Lucky pouch as well. Dragon's head as well. Cool. Awakened lion. Auspicious lion. Dragon Dance as well. Oh, there you go. So there's the Ana specific one. It looks as though this is going to have a matching half of his skin. So someone else is going to be holding up a different piece. And Ana with her specific skin as well there. Having a little dance. Sweet. So we're going to be getting a couple of different ones in terms of specific character sprays, and then there'll also be the generic ones as well. So that's Ana. Next up, Bastion. Now we saw Bastion in the leaked trailer from earlier today, and his skin is just called Rooster. Note that Ganymede on his shoulder is a rooster, which I really love. You can see rooster designs on there, some kind of inlaid kind of forests and woodland patterns. I love the red and gold. Obviously, we're going to be seeing a lot of red and gold with the Year of the Rooster on his knees. So I do love that Bastion skin. Looking pretty sweet. Now, mates, little firework. I've got the BlizzCon skin there, as we saw in the Year of the Rooster trailer that will be up somewhere, that I did a video on earlier today. Whoop do woo done whoop. Well, if you have any idea what that is, I'm going to have to try and work it out. Do let me know in the comments. Your guess is as good as mine there. Bastion there. Ooh, Bastion juggling through things. Ganymede's got a little red pocket. Bastion juggling all of the dishes there. Loving the look of that. Got a Dragon Dance. There you go, Bastion with a tail. So it looks as though we've got lots of matching sprays, which is really cool. Interesting to see who the fronts are going to be, and we can see the 4 generic sprays down there as well. No highlight intro for Bastion, or indeed anything else. Onto D.Va. So we can now see D.Va's. So it's called Palanquin, and I really like this. This is the D.Va Legendary. We can see D.Va, as I said, in her hanbok, sort of traditional Korean dress for sort of New Year, and just this really sweet looking mech skin with all the little tassels and sort of ornate embroidering on as well. So there you go, legendary #1 of Year of the Rooster. Jump into the emotes. So it's a bow. It's not a highlight intro, it's actual bow. This is the one we saw in the Year of the Rooster trailer as well. Go on, bow again, D.Va. Very cool. Somebody, I can't remember where it was, maybe in the YouTube comments from Twitter, said that this is actually correct because D.Va is using right hand over left, and apparently in Korea women do right hand over left bowing, men do left hand over right. So really nice cool little detail on that one. Victory pose, lucky pouch. Obviously in China I know these as red lucky pockets. In Korea these are silk bags for the Korean Lunar Year, so obviously that sits well with D.Va there. So she's maybe receiving one there, probably has some money in, so I'm sure she's very happy about that. Interesting, that is D.Va's Rooster line. That's been in the game files for a little while, so obviously the VAs do a lot of pre-recording and some of them are used in future events. D.Va doing a Dragon Dance as well. She's got the tail end. I want to see who's got the front end. And this is cool, seesaw. This is a D.Va seesawing with her mech. This is a traditional Korean sort of game, and there are some other games that are played on New Year's. So this is very culturally appropriate, I think, for Lunar New Year in Korea. No highlight intros. Very cool for D.Va. Okay, on to Genji. There you go, Genji, no skins. I know some of you are going to have things to say about that. He does get a...
Is to be at peace.
There we go. So I wasn't really expecting Genji or Hanzo to get anything for Lunar New Year. I think the Japanese used to celebrate Lunar New Year or a variant a long time ago, but sort of split away from several other sort of Asian cultures in doing so. So I'd imagine all you Genji and Hanzo fans, there you go, Genji gets a green dragon, gets a dragon on his very own. He doesn't need a tail, and then he gets a dragon dance tail as well. Who's getting all the heads? Who's getting all the heads of these dragons? That's what I want to know. We'll have to find those out. No highlight intro, nothing else. Not expecting those. And Hanzo, I would expect very similar. I'm imagining these two are going to get something.
When the moon is full, it begins to wane.
Well, it certainly does, Hanzo. I can't really argue with you there. We have another tail of the dragon. Where are all of the heads? Blue dragon. Ah, nice. There you go. They get full dragons pretty much of themselves. No highlight intro, but yeah. Okay, Junkenstein. So Junkrat gets a fireworks skin, and I love this skin. Have a look at the tire on the back there. I'm gonna have to double check. I've seen these symbols before. I need to check. Maybe I can get a Chinese relative to check up on those, or if you know what those mean, do let us know in the comments below. He's got his fireworks around him as well. Nice sort of red and black theme as well. Really digging that. Looking pretty groovy. He also has some other stuff that we've seen in some of the. This is brill. It's an emote. That's a really good emote. That could equally be a highlight intro almost. I thought it might have been a highlight intro. Shoots himself in the face. Bad for your health. Yeah, I'd say that's bad for your health. There you go, Junkrat gets a couple. There you go. That's Happy New Year. That's Mandarin. It's slightly different in Cantonese. So that's Junkrat saying Happy New Year in Mandarin. So there you go. You can wish Happy New Year in Mandarin to anyone Chinese. With that one, I'm flying. Sure is, with all of his dragon head fireworks. And another tail for the dragon dance. Right, we need some people with heads now. There we go. Junkrat done. Lucio, I wasn't really expecting. He had an Andes for Christmas. I would not expect too much for Lucio here. Maybe the voice line. He does make it look good. So, heroes that have had a lot. Keepy ups. And he gets a tail going backwards, of course. Yeah, I think he would be a voice line and sprays candidate. I think Lucio, he's had quite a lot recently. McCree, I would also expect to be similar. I wouldn't probably expect too many bits and bobs for him here, but
This calls for a celebration.
Why not McCree? Why not Matt Mercer indeed? We have McCree as the end of a dragon dance and flipping the coin. And I really need to check the meaning of those symbols. That's going to bug me. It's going to bug me. We'll put that into a lore video for all of Chinese New Year. So May, we have, she gets two. So gets Chang'e, and I'm going to do the lore on Chang'e. I think that's the pronunciation. But that's very cool. So she has two different skins, Chang'e and Luna. That's very, very sweet. Note that, as I said in my other video earlier today, Snowball is done up as the Jade Rabbit. The Jade Rabbit has a whole bunch of mythology around itself as well. Chang'e has a very sad story, along with Hu Yi, and I'm going to tell this whole story in a different video, I think. But yes, certainly she has a sad story of being a god, of falling to earth, having to being made mortal in punishment, having to drink a potion of I think it's eternal life or something similar, but there was only enough for her, so she's kind of pretty lonely and lives on the moon with the Jade Rabbit. Really nice looking skins. I hope those of you who thought that May didn't get awesome skins at Christmas with Mary are happy with those. I really love the colour palette on that one. Really, really sweet. Awesome. That's not going to make her any less Satanesque to some of you, I know. There you go. She gets a nice little excited one. Shaking her hands around and stuff as well. Sweet. Well, she's Chinese. There you go. With some lucky pouches. Maybe they'll have some money in. Multiples of 8, of course, would be pretty lucky. There you go. So... No, I think that's Mandarin. There's a slight difference between the Mandarin and Cantonese. But Junkrat's definitely a Happy New Year. So I think they're both Mandarin, actually. They just retitled them two different ways. There you go. May giving some fortune to Snowball. Love it. Oh, May's got the head. May's got the head of the dragon. That's the first head we've seen. Snowball is the head of a dragon. I love it. No highlight intro for May, but that's really, really sweet. Okay, on to Mercy. Well, some of you are saying Mercy's got a golden skin. I like that. Look at the floral details on there. Gonna have to check the meaning of the Chinese on there as well. But that's a really, really nice sort of dull golden Mercy skin with nice little hints of red on the wings there. Really nicely designed. We also know, of course, that Mercy has a new highlight intro.
A most impressive display.
Mercy's a fan of the fireworks. Mercy with a parasol there, very nicely done. Mercy's got a tail too. This is cool. I think Blizzard definitely seen that we like the matching sprays. I think this means blessings. I need to double check the symbol again. And there you go, she's drawing on the floor with the Caduceus stuff. Awesome. Yep, definitely going to be buying that one straight away. Okay, let's have a look at Pharah. Some people are saying Pharah, no skins. I really liked Pharah's Frostbite skin, but no skin for Pharah in the Chinese update. We have...
Rocket jump, but I keep the peace.
She certainly does. Pharah's New Year's resolution, take more time off. Dragon Dance, Pharah's the tail. I love these. There's some real nice Happy New Year. Pharah letting off Raptora rockets as fireworks there. I'm pretty sure Pharah could be part of a fireworks display pretty easily. Alright, nothing for Reaper. Well, he's had things in the last few. I would expect Reaper to be a voice line 2 sprays.
Those are some fireworks.
Reaper, an appreciator of fireworks. Who'd have thunk? Dragon Dance, Reaper is the end, just ghosting along, being his ghostly self. Fire Blossom. Just throwing around firecrackers. Well, he can certainly ward off a lot of evil spirits, I'm sure. So, Reaper, unsurprisingly, not having so many. Now, first of our journey to the west. Wujing! Wujing. This is Friar Sand to me, as I explained in my lore video. He is... he was a human-eating sand demon, but he used to be an imperial official in the heavenly court until he broke a valuable vase, I do believe, and he got banished and punished, had to live underneath a river because 7 swords would come down from heaven every day and try and stab him unless he was under the water because they couldn't get him there. So there we go. Of a journey to the west, one of the Tang Priest's disciples, we have Reinhardt's Wujing skin, or Friar Sand as I know him, which is pretty sweet. Really, really loving that one. Well, I guess that goes. I guess Are You Chicken goes with the Rooster theme. Dragon Dance, Reinhardt charging behind, love it. Lion Dance, Reinhardt and Brigitte. We see Brigitte in a skin, both of them holding up their head. That's really cool. Brigitte making her way into game in a little way for the first time, I do believe, which is pretty sweet. Very well, loving that. Second of our journey to the west skins. We're now seeing Baji, but he's known as Pig to me. Pig, his weapon is a rake, and you can see Roadhog's rake there. Just so awesome with some scrolls on his back. So Pig in the Journey to the West again. I've done all of this in detail in another video, but he used to be a heavenly. He used to be the commander of the Heavenly Navy until he got drunk and made inappropriate advances on the goddess of the moon, I believe, or something like that, and then he got punished, and as a result had to come to Earth as a devilish spirit until he joined the Tang Priest on the journey to the west to bring back the true scriptures that would save all of China, the Buddhist scriptures from Thunder Monastery, I do believe. So there we go, the second of the disciples of the Tang Priest. The Tang Priest is Zenyatta, we'll see him later, but that is Pig as Baji and Roadhog. What's mine is mine. Roadhog's not giving a look at his head. He is not giving away any of those fireworks. There you go. That's a new victory pose. We didn't know that one was coming. Lots of chicken themes. Kind of all makes sense. Pop down and have a little look at the sprays. We've got a Dragon Dance there. We've got Steam Buns. Steam Buns. Roadhog cooking up some Steam Buns with his hook. I like that. Ooh, look, a new highlight intro. Oh, Roadhog has been hitting those bow hard. look at all the steamers around with all of the buns as well. I love it. I love it. That's so cool. It looks like a new background here that they've sort of set up for some of these. It's the same with D.Va's highlight intro. I've not actually seen it. I don't know whether it's just a reskinned piece of Hammeh or Li Jiang or something. We'll have to double check that later. Soldier 76, I fully expect to have a little less.
Not on my watch. The rooster crows at midnight.
Fair enough. Getting all proverbial on us 76. Dragon Dance, lots of is May the only person with a head? That would be hilarious. Folded hands, there you go. Soldier paying some respects. There we go. So Soldier is a voice line 2 spray. That's kind of the default. Sombra got a skin in Peppermint, which is pretty sweet. So I'm expecting Sombra I know she gets the sparklers one that we've seen. I do quite like that. Actually, kind of looks happy there, Sombra, for a change.
You're easily impressed.
Lots of people commenting on fireworks. Okay, so if we jump into Fortunate, Sombra, instead of doing other things, is using little lucky pockets, projecting them. Again, we see Sombra smiling. That's nice for a change, isn't it? Sombra doing some streamers behind her in that spray as well. I quite like that with her little hacking tendrils there, sort of spraying out behind. Alright, so Sombra gets a little bit of extraness, being a new hero. Symmetra, we've seen Kipao. And that is kind of a traditional sort of Chinese type dress with nice red and gold details. And again, I love sort of the florals on here as well. Looking pretty cool. Remember, some of the skins, this is a epic. It'll be interesting to see if the turrets and things get a reskin as well. Maybe she'll get some red turrets. Looking forward to having a look at that.
I will put you in your good fortune.
Yeah, she likes a bit of good fortune there. Okay, down to the sprays. Symmetra, I believe. There we go. Oh, maybe she has lanterns. Maybe she just made a lantern. Maybe Symmetra has lanterns, lantern-looking turrets. Wouldn't that be cool? I'd very much like that. But yeah, very nice skin there for Symmetra. Torb, well, he had some Christmas love, so I'm not expecting too much from our friend Torb here. Fair enough. Torb with a tail. I think May's the only head. Is Torb... Torb's pouring some auspicious golden sort of ornaments. Awesome. So Tracer, I know a lot of you have said Tracer has got a lot of skins. She does have a lot of skins, but look at this rose skin. Very cool. Oh, okay, rose. It's got the roses down the leg, on the arm plates there as well, on the shoulder blades. That's not a recolor. It's kind of quite a nice subtle one. But Tracer does have so many skins, doesn't she? Another legendary in there as well. She's just so many skins. I know she is the poster person of Overwatch, very much so. But so many skins. It's a very cool skin though, I'm not complaining. There we go. Tracer, you're a bit unseasonal in your Christmas gear now. Okay, Dragon Dance, Tracer at the back, Fan Dance. Cool. Okay, doing a little fan dance and some symbols as well. I will look all of these up and put them in a lore intro. Lion Dance. There we go. It's just Tracer. Oh wow. I incorrectly called that a dragon dance in my earlier video. It is of course a lion dance. Awesome. And there we go. The Tracer highlight intro. It's Tracer only. Some people were speculating that any hero could come out of that. Nope. Widow, no skin. A lot of people were a bit sad by this. But again, I think there are plenty of events that Widow could fit into later in the year. Kind of normalish line there. Dragon Dance, Widow is the end. And I love the colours, the colour palettes. I do like this hairpin as well. A lot of people were saying that this would make a very cool skin for Widow. It certainly would. Who knows? There are many Chinese lunar, years to come. So if something hasn't been covered this year, maybe they'll get them in the future. So Winston Wukong, Sun Wukong, I'm sure a lot of you know him from Dota, Smite, Journey to the West, maybe even Enslaved, if you played that game on consoles and things. Sun Wukong, the Monkey King to some. He took over the mountain of flowers and fruit and became king of the monkeys, having learned the way and many different transformations, as well as becoming very good in martial arts. But he came a little bit big for his boots, tried to take over heaven, caused a lot of trouble. Buddha himself had to come and sort it out, locked him under a mountain until the Tang priest came to fetch the scriptures. As I've said earlier, Wukong was then one of his disciples, along with Pig and Fry Sand. So we will see a few more, as we will see Zenyatta to finish up that little crew.
That was awesome.
Okay, well he gets a pretty themed line, so he gets a themed skin, so he gets maybe a less themed line. No Winston with his teeth out there. Again, I love the colour palettes. Oh, Winston just having some fun with a kite. Koreans do kite flying, I think, at Korean New Year, potentially. Maybe Chinese as well, but I think this is Korean. A Korean reference. Do let me know if that's not correct. Last but not least, we've got Zarya. Well, she's had some skinnage recently, so I wasn't expecting anything. She had the very cool mystery. I love mystery gift. I think Zarya and Comedy Gold. Zarya's got some really cool emotes recently, so she could get a skin soon. But yeah, why not? Can get pumped up. Okay, so calories. Well, weightlifters do need to chow down a bit. We see Zarya. Look, protein there, good protein, fish protein. So that could certainly go with bulking up for a bit of lifting for sure. Zarya few Bao there on the side as well. Well, maybe she needs the carbs as well. Okay, last but not least, we have Zenyatta. So Zenyatta has a Sanzang. That is, I know him as the Tang Priest, but yeah, Sanzang is definitely a Chinese name for him. So the Tang Priest became the most sort of senior monk in China at one point, Buddhist monk. And then when the Emperor of China heard that there were scriptures in the West held by the Buddha that could kind of save his kingdom, Sanzang was the monk who volunteered. He went off on his own, kind of got in some trouble, had to be saved by the planet Venus, who came down from the heavens in human form to help him out. But unbeknownst to Sanzang, he was then told that there would be a lot of disciples to help him: Pig, Friar Sand, and Sun Wukong, or Roadhog, Reinhardt, and Winston. So those three are guarding Zenyatta, Sanzang, in his journey to the West to fetch the true scriptures. And there we have it. That is our 4 Journey to the West skins. A very awesome little tale.
Every rooster crows in its own pen.
Lots of Rooster quotes. I love the fact I've got the Ra skin on. How appropriate. Alrighty, Dragon Dance. There we go. Zenyatta, he doesn't even need to hold it. I love that. He's just meditating with it above him. Yutsunori. Now, this is definitely a Korean game. Played at Korean New Year, so definitely some solid references there. There we have it. Those are all of the new cosmetics and skins. What do you like? What do you like for the skins? What do you like for the voice lines? Do let me know your thoughts. I'd love to know what you're thinking of this event so far. Some really, really cool stuff there. I'm going to be jumping straight on into some Capture the Rooster, 6v6 Capture the Flag. So do stay tuned and have a look on this channel for that video very, very shortly. I'm also going to be doing an unboxing as well, where we have a look and see what I can grab. Fingers crossed I get some sweet stuff. Do let me know what you think in the comments below. Going to be doing loads of Year of the Rooster stuff this week, and then we'll be getting back to Overwatch lore later in the week. If you're a fan of Overwatch lore, story, and all of the cultural stuff that we've been talking about, I'll do a longer Year of the Rooster and Lunar Chinese Korean New Year, as well as some info behind all of those sprays, loads of cool references to video later, and then we'll be getting to loads of Overwatch lore in general. Do have a look at my hero lore, interactions, voice lines, skin lore, map lore, anything to do with Overwatch story I love covering on this channel. Playlists below. Cheers for tuning in. I've been Hammeh. Take it easy.